The Dallas Cowboys have once again found themselves in the center of a massive NFL story. And this time it's about power, dominance, and trench warfare. The rumor circulating across the football world is that defensive superstar Quinnen Williams has signed with the Dallas Cowboys, a move that could completely change the landscape of the team's defensive identity. Cowboys fans have been craving a move like this for years, something bold and fearless from Jerry Jones that sends a message not just to the NFC East, but to the entire league. Like, the idea of Quinnen Williams donning that iconic navy and silver uniform has already sent shockwaves through social media and sports talk shows everywhere. And it's easy to understand why. Williams is not just any defensive tackle. He's one of the premier defensive linemen in the NFL, known for his explosiveness off the line, his to dominate in the trenches, and his game-wrecking presence that forces opposing offenses to alter their entire game plan. This isn't a depth signing or a patchwork addition. This is a franchise-altering move, one that could elevate the Cowboys from a good defensive team to a historically dominant one. For years, Dallas has been searching for that one interior force who can not only stuff the run but collapse the pocket from within. They've had great pass rushers on the edges, DeMarcus Lawrence in his prime, Micah Parsons terrorizing quarterbacks from every angle, and a rotation of talented linemen who bring energy and effort. But what's been missing is that consistent push from the inside. In modern football, the ability to generate pressure up the middle is what truly separates elite defenses from the rest. Quarterbacks hate interior disruption because it collapses the space they need to step up in the pocket, forcing them into hurried throws or costly mistakes. Quinnen Williams has built his entire career on that exact kind of disruption. His rare combination of size, speed, and technical precision makes him a nightmare for opposing offensive lines. At 6 feet 3 inches and over 300 pounds, he's not just strong, but he's quick, agile, and relentless. He explodes off the snap, engages blockers with violent hands, and sheds them with remarkable ease. Every team that's faced him knows how hard it is to run up the middle or even execute play action when he's in attack mode. If this signing truly happens, it would be a masterpiece of timing and roster construction for Dallas. The Cowboys have spent the last few seasons building a defense that's fast, aggressive, and opportunistic. Under defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer, they've prioritized players who can create chaos and force turnovers. Now, imagine Zimmer lining up Quinnen Williams in the heart of that defense, commanding double teams, freeing up linebackers, and making life easier for everyone else on the field. When the Cowboys face physical teams in the playoffs like the 49ers or Eagles, they often struggled to control the line of scrimmage. Adding Williams could be the ultimate solution to that problem. He's not just another player, he's a tone setter, the kind of defender who brings energy and intensity to every snap. His presence could instantly transform Dallas into a team that not only wins games but dominates them physically. But beyond the on-field benefits, the psychological impact of this move can't be understated. The Cowboys have often been labeled as a team that's flashy but not physical enough when it matters most. Signing Quinnen Williams sends a clear message to the rest of the league. The Cowboys are done being finesse. They're coming for you in the trenches. The statement alone would be a shot of adrenaline for the fan base and a warning to their rivals. Imagine opening day at AT&T Stadium, the crowd roaring, the defense lined up, and Quinnen Williams bursting through the middle to sack the quarterback on the first drive. That's the kind of visual that makes highlight reels for years. Financially, it would take some serious maneuvering to make this signing work. Williams' previous contract with the Jets was one of the most lucrative deals for an interior lineman in league history, and the Cowboys would need to manage their cap space carefully to fit him in. But if any franchise knows how to get creative with contracts, it's the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones and Executive Vice President Stephen Jones have mastered the art of restructuring deals to create room for star talent, and frankly, when you have a chance to land a player of Williams' caliber, You find a way to make it happen. Dallas has spent the last several off seasons being cautious with their spending, focusing on keeping core players and avoiding risky splashes. This move would break that trend, and it's about time. The window to win is open right now. The team has veterans in their primes, young stars developing, and a coaching staff that's hungry to prove they can get over the playoff hump. Quinnen Williams could be the missing piece that pushes them from contender to champion. From a schematic standpoint, Williams would fit beautifully into the Cowboys system. Zimmer's defensive philosophy revolves around versatility and controlled aggression. He loves to mix fronts, disguise pressure, and use hybrid packages that keep offenses guessing. Quinnen's versatility allows him to play multiple roles. He can line up as a traditional 3 technique, a 1 tech in certain run packages, or even move around to create mismatches. His presence would also elevate the play of everyone around him. Linebackers like Damone Clark would have clearer lanes to attack, edge rushers would face fewer double teams, and the secondary would benefit from quicker, pressured throws. The ripple effect of a dominant interior lineman can't be overstated. In today's NFL, a great pass rush can mask weaknesses in coverage, but a weak interior line can expose even the best corners. That's why this potential signing feels like such a chess move. It's not about one player, it's about unlocking the entire defense. Quinnen's personality would also fit the Dallas culture perfectly. He's charismatic, confident, and passionate, traits that resonate with Cowboys Nation. He's known for his infectious smile and humble attitude off the field, but between the lines, he's all business. That combination of likability and ferocity makes him a natural star in a market like Dallas. The Cowboys brand thrives on personality, and Williams would instantly become a fan favorite. His presence in interviews, charity events, and community outreach would also add value beyond the stat sheet. He represents exactly the kind of leader the Cowboys need, one who leads by example and brings consistency every week. For the Jets, losing him would be a monumental blow. Quinnen has been their defensive cornerstone, one of the few bright spots in recent seasons, but the NFL is a business, and if Dallas offered enough value, perhaps high draft picks or even a player swap scenario, it's the kind of blockbuster that could tempt a rebuilding franchise. Trades like this don't happen often, but when they do, they change the course of both teams. Remember when the Rams went all in for Von Miller before their Super Bowl run? That's the kind of aggressive move Dallas might need to finally break their postseason curse. Now, if this move becomes reality, fans can expect an immediate impact. Williams doesn't need time to adjust. His skill set translates anywhere. He'd be in the playbook instantly, joining off-season workouts and integrating with teammates before week 1. The Cowboys' defense, already one of the more athletic units in the league, would add brute strength to complement that speed. Offenses would have to think twice before running between the tackles. Quarterbacks would feel constant pressure from inside and out. The domino effect could be incredible. Turnovers would rise, time of possession would tilt in Dallas's favor, and the offense would get more short field opportunities. Like, it's the kind of improvement that doesn't just show up in stats. Yes, it shows up in wins. For years, Cowboys fans have heard promises about dominance, toughness, and physicality. Bringing in Quinnen Williams would finally back those words with action. It would be a commitment to winning where it matters most, right? In the trenches. Football purists know that games are decided at the line of scrimmage. The glitz of highlight plays might make headlines, but championships are built by the players who do the dirty work in the middle. Williams embodies that spirit perfectly. He doesn't need the spotlight. He earns it through effort, grit, and destruction. Every snap is a statement. And let's talk about the emotional side for a moment, because this isn't just about X's and O's. Cowboys fans have been through decades of frustration. Every year they enter with high hopes, only to see those dreams collapse in January. The addition of a player like Quinnen Williams would represent more than just a personnel upgrade. It would symbolize a cultural shift. It would say to fans, we're done settling. We're done being good enough. So as the season approaches, all eyes will be on Dallas and whether Jerry Jones makes this fantasy a reality. Because if Quinnen Williams really does sign with the Cowboys, the rest of the league better take notice. The NFC East won't know what hit them. Offensive lines will be on high alert. And for the first time in a long time, Cowboys fans might be able to say with full confidence that their team isn't just chasing glory. They're built to seize it. This move, if finalized, could mark the beginning of a new defensive era in Dallas, one defined by power, pride, and relentless pursuit of greatness.